Supreme Radio.
Hi, Nigel Beckles here, author, certified relationship specialist. You're tuned into Supreme Radio with Annz, the UK Black Men Talk Show, exploring interesting topics, opinions and experiences, only on Supreme Radio. Essential listening.
This is the new album by Sparkie Melody. I'll tell you what, I'll keep listening to this over and over again. I'll tell you what, I don't know what he's talking about, but I hope it's not me. Listen up!
Enough of them I take with thing for joke. Enough of them should never pass reggae out of them mouth.
Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio.
Me born in a this long time.
I said, I'm born into this long time. Check it out.
Reggae music deep in a me bloodline. Enough of them I take with thing for joke.
Them I take with things with
Enough of them should never pass reggae out of them mouth. Fire. I say we in this thing from a little and we love it and we grow. I said them dilute with music and one ton we in a puppy show.
Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio.
So welcome everyone, welcome Supreme Radio UK Black Men Talk Show. A musical segment has returned and we are really pleased to welcome on the show an amazing multi-talented artist. He is new to the show and he's known to blend his messages with melodies in true reggae style. Supreme Radio, welcome UK Black Men Talk. Welcome to the multi-talented singer-songwriter who goes by the name of the Duke Sparkie Melody. Welcome to UK Black Men Talk Show on Supreme Radio, sir.
Good morning, Empress Annz. How are you?
Greetings, I'm fine. Greetings, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. All the better for speaking to you this afternoon here.
Yeah, I'm just pleased. I'm pleased because you're a new special guest on the musical segment. We're resuming with the musical segment. So what we do here on UK Black Men Talk Show is we check in. I asked for a check-in number from 1 to 10 of how you're feeling and a word of how you're feeling in the moment. So let's have your check-in number and a word.
So check-in number, okay, so that's interesting. I would say 7.
At a 7, right?
And the reason why I would mark it down as 7 is that there's always room for improvement. You give thanks and praise for being up in the morning. So that means you start your day equally at a 5 because you get another day. So, and then it should go up from there, you know? So that's my outlook on things, to be positive. And if I get to a 10 before I close my eyes this evening, then I'm happy with that. But let's start it at 7. And my word for today, it will be upfulness. And the reason why we say upfulness is that we always try to be up and it's the fullness of thereafter. So we try to be full of spirit, full of good intentions, you know, so yes. We use this word for upfulness to say how we feel. It's not just a casual word that we throw out there. We put some positivity spin on that word with different nuances with the word upfulness. So it's something that we claim. And then we say upfulness, which is we're always up. We try not to be down, either downtrodden or down in the mouth or down in spirit. We try to keep it up. And fullness is everything that you do. You do it with the fullness of your heart.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for explaining. So you're at 7.
Good.
And who knows, by the end, even a 9, you might get to a 9 by the end of this conversation. Who knows?
Hey,
yes.
A 9 after this conversation with the segment that we got would be fabulous. I'll be bouncing like Tigger after this.
Yes, because we have many questions for you. Load of questions came in for you, and I want to start with my question, really. I want to start with my question because your name, the Duke Sparkie Melody, that's a bold name. So I just want to know what was the inspiration for that name, just why that name?
Okay, so let's go from Sparkie Melody. So the reason why my name is Sparkie Melody is that when I first started within the music industry, it was a name that was given to me by some musical colleagues that I was working with the names of Sleepy Ranks and also Junior Scorpion and General Dan. So we had a little group together. We rehearsed every week. And I was just a keyboard player at that time. I had no intentions of being a vocalist or being a DJ or a frontman. Was used to just people coming in, we programming the music, and then we playing the music, rehearsing, and getting something from that. But from some weeks we needed some singers, and they didn't turn up. And then week after week we're saying we need to do something about this because the combination song that we were working on, we needed a vocalist. So as we were just putting things together, I started singing, and they all turned around and said, "Is that you?" And I said, "Well, hold on, you need to put somebody, you do it." And they said, "You know how to spark up a melody." And then everybody in the room said, "That's what we need to call him. That's what we need to call him. Let's call him Sparkie Melody." From my name was set from there. So the onset of the Duke now, the reason why, and it's not self-titled, it's a title that bestowed upon me from people like Linda Lewis, and also the Sus Band, which is my father's band. We were very big in the 80s and the 90s, so and even 70s. They played with all the greats as well, where they used to back them on the road, play with Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaacs, and things like that before different bands took the mantle on them being backup bands. So they used to change their names from the Millionaires to different names to go out on the road with them other than their name that they had. So because they've worked with so many of the greats as well, they passed the legacy on to me to say, look, you got to carry on the baton now, because we've done their 8 albums, studio albums in.
Yes.
And they said, look, all this legacy, this work is there. So to keep the Sus Band alive and their music alive and combined with mine, and also to remember people that have gone before us, like all our forebearers of the music. So titled The Duke, it comes with great responsibility. Responsibility is to deliver good music, to make sure that you always have a message in the music, be humble around the music, and also spread love and also humility in everything that you do. So me as a person, I have that in with me anyway. So if I can like go throughout the music business and have that, then that's why I have the title called The Duke. So it comes with great responsibility.
Yes.
So we're not into this thing with gatekeepers or anything like that. We find our own gate to go through and make our own way throughout the music. So nobody can stop us and what we come to give to the world as musicians and as entertainers. So the land is out there for everybody to reap what they sow. So from my parents, that was the forebearers that was in the music, then their spirit will live on through me. So we just trot through the music of there. So there's no stopping us.
There's no stopping you. I've done my research, and I know that your father, is this true that you and a friend as well, both of you have musical fathers? Your father's in the band, the Sus Band, right? And you have a friend?
Right, okay. Right, yeah.
Tell me that story.
See, my friend Colin Bailey.
Right.
So with Colin, it is that we went to school. We went to secondary school. So it was a school that we went to, secondary school.
Right.
And I got transferred from there from a different school. And we was in the playground. And at the time, Sus had, I think it was Love Is Here to Stay, one of their songs that was being played on the radio. And sometimes, like within school, people had transistor radios walking through the school and things like that. And the song was playing. And I ran over to the group of lads that was playing it. I said, "That's my dad's band."
Oh, wow.
And one of them turned around and said, "No, hey, how can it be your dad? Don't tell fibs, don't tell it." And I said, "No, that's my dad's in that band." And he said, "It can't be." He said, "There's another boy inside there. His dad's the lead singer in this." And I can remember him pulling me by the place. They said, "Come with us, come with us." And we tracked around the playground, and then we found Colin. I didn't even know Colin was in the same school as me.
Wow.
And then he said to Colin, "Your dad's in the Sus Band, the true Colin?" And he said, "Yes, yeah." And he said, "This guy here, his new person, said his dad's in the Sus Band." And then Colin says, well, it might be true. He says, like, "Who's your dad?" And I said, my dad is Derwin, the bass player. And he said, "Yeah, his dad's in the band." "What do you mean his dad's in the band?"
Wow.
And then I said, "And your name is," and he said, "Colin Bailey." I said, your father's Junior." And from that day, me and Colin would be inseparable. And he's the talent behind like making the beats and all that. He can drum, he can play guitar, he can do everything. And he was the one that said, "Boost, and if you want to do this thing, you can go on and do this thing." So Colin Bailey, big him up. Yeah. We had that thing to carry on. Yes. So we got the keys. He was the musical favorite when we was at school because he can play everything. So at lunchtime, he used to say, "I've got the keys to the music room. Let's go and do some music." And I said, "I'm playing football." He said, "No, forget the football. Let's go and do the music." So I was torn between the two. But yeah, Colin Bailey, yeah, can't speak highly enough of him. He's the true inspiration of my journey currently as well, because we need to keep pushing with this thing and keep the legacy going. So great question.
We also talk about social issues as well, and we're going to play one of your songs. So I would like to hear a bit about the song shortly, but I've just got more questions for you because a load of questions came in for you. So
good.
Yeah, a load of questions.
So does that mean I'm popular?
Well, you're popular because Okay. I'm just so good. So your music draws from reggae traditions. I also know that you have this. There's a roots reggae culture as well in your music.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
you've got different flavors. So how do you balance all of that? Because you've got all different elements. Yeah.
It will be done by a product, and we can look at the market and say, okay, so we can, as you say, we can go cross sectional around the fields of our music. So we can say, okay, the album Tapestry, which we'll come on to, is a blend of many different styles.
Yes.
So as you say, when you write with roots and culture, you write roots music, it's like spiritually what's in comes out inside the music. Yeah, so you're right from within. And that's one thing I've learned over the last, I would say, 7 to 8 years, because I used to write surface music. So I say green is a color, so there's no depth inside there.
Okay.
So to put yourself out there, because it's like a ditty, or like a poem where you just write for the sake of writing, and it's just surface. I know you have deep spiritual poetry too, but that's because that person's found themselves. So as a musician, as a singer-songwriter, is that for people to bond with you and blend with you, you give them a bit of insight on what you're feeling and what your moods are. So if you write with that and be truthful about what you write, then you get people following you because they can associate or agree with your social topic. And that's the whole thing. So if I'm going on a musical journey and I want you to carry a certain audience with me, then it's something you tap into my frequency and then we move together. And that's what's been happening recently.
Absolutely.
So on the roots and culture, we can really write with that mindset where it's social commentary, whether it's going to be about knives or it's going to be about life, it's going to be about love, it's going to be about death, all of these things you write and put it outside there and it resonates with people. And that's what I'm doing as a musician, singer-songwriter at the moment. And it's working out really well, yeah.
The different topics definitely resonate. And we started the segment with Tapestry. So when one thinks of Tapestry, one thinks of many elements and all just blending together. So describe for me, encapsulate your thoughts on the word tapestry and how that connects with your music that you're sharing.
Right. So with Tapestry, and the reason why that single came out and also the album's called Tapestry is that it's many woven parts to make me who I am today. I would have had to encounter loads of different people, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. So these are the people that make, because you can take different elements from an individual to create your personality. So from my father, from different business people that I've learned, and the way you carry yourself and the way you stand and the way you speak is what your influences are. So it's different tapestries. So an easier way to explain that is when you have those quilts. And I've seen them even do this with sofas now, where you've got the tapestry with loads of different parts of cloths and different colors and different shapes make one piece. And that's the tapestry. Loads of different individual component parts have made me whole today. And that's what Tapestry is about.
Thanks for explaining that. And I'm going to play for the listeners your song, Battle Weary. After the song, we can unpack it. So you introduce, Battle Weary to our listeners.
Okay, this is Duke Sparkie Melody, and listen to the words. Song off the album Tapestry, and it's called Battle Weary, live here on Supreme Radio.
pressure of life pull you under. What come after and all that's left behind, and we miss you most in June and celebration time.
If you are just tuned in, we are in conversation with the Duke Sparkie Melody live on Supreme Radio, the inspirational community radio station. If you want to welcome back Sparkie Melody, welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, we just heard the Battle Weary. So say a little bit about that song. It's a deep song. It's deep, isn't it? It's deep.
That's another one of those songs where I wrote from my heart. It's somebody, a good friend of mine that passed away.
Oh, sorry.
So the thing is that, like, it's from different lives. Is that you look at him and you look at me, and we're two different spectrums of individuals, but we had that bond through our friendship.
Yes.
And trials and tribulations can take people down different paths. And it was a case of battle weary from a child. Is that when you're growing up in the inner cities of London, you have a different outlook on what it is other than growing up in the countryside.
Yes.
So it's like you're out there, you have to be like streetwise and things like that. Yeah.
Right.
And we was always taught that, although we grew up in West London, we were a community. So we were a melting pot of different ethnicities and whatnot. So we never saw color, race, or prejudice. We didn't see any of that.
Right.
We were just playing as children, and as we grow up, it's a melting pot. If you're Irish, if you're Portuguese, African, we were all together. So we were a community. So color didn't come into it. It's as you get older, you start seeing these different things and the prejudice and these type of things. And you as a child probably didn't learn those things because we didn't need to have that skill. But as you get older,
Yes.
there's different things that start connecting. This is what you do. Battle weary from being a child, meaning there's different elements that are going to challenge you throughout your life. And that's what battle weary is all about. Yeah, is that always something's going to happen, that it's going to be a battle. It's not all going to be plain sailing. So that's where battle weary came from. And in the song where it says there's a split, meaning that you're no longer here, but I'm here and I have to keep pushing on. And that's what battle weary is about. So it's all of that thing to keep pushing and keep learning for the better, but also be safe out there, you know.
Yes. Your music is intense. After the break, we're going to look at the romantic side of your music as well. That side of it. So it's really powerful songs that you have on your album. We talk relationships on UK Black Men Talk Show, and I really love the song It's Only You, and we're going to conclude with
Beautiful.
Suspicion. We're going to conclude with Suspicion as well.
Two different ends of the spectrum.
Yes, exactly. Variety of music, so much positivity around your music out there. So to say to everyone, stay connected, and we are going to return after the break. UK Black Men Talk Show live on Supreme Radio with the Duke Sparkie Melody.
Supreme Radio.
You found it. The best music you'll find anywhere. All the music you want.
Mama said to me, watch out for them people that make them take no liberty. Who you are ramp with, you must see things say me soft. Don't a donkey from a horse, just cause they make them eyeball up. I who them a ramp with, I boy. Watch out now, watch out now. Mama said in the bottle before them started. Anyhow them got to change gear, just make them park it. Chat behind your back and you know which one of them started. Ready up yourself and me say go on, go start it. Ah yes sir, ah yes sir, ah yes indeed. I'm on composite speed, feel the power through my eat. Cost them off for me now lose speed. See me smile but me now green tea. Who them a rampant, who them a breed, just cost them off for me the minds are full of water.
The versatility of our special guest, new to the show, the Duke Sparkie Melody. That was Ramp With. His song Ramp With, I got that right. Brilliant tune, and the diversity shows right there. So let's just keep it moving. And if you want to interact live on the inspirational community radio station, Supreme Radio, thanks everyone for the messages. We'll get to the messages before we conclude the segment. So, yes. The Duke Sparkie Melody, welcome back, sir. Welcome.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Powerful. Ramp With. Do you want to briefly share about that song?
Yeah. So Ramp With is one of those songs that before you even go to work, you should play it on your way to work.
Yes. I'm with
so
you.
when you go in today, you know that then people shouldn't fast with you. That's
Yes.
where that song inspired. I was working for a company, and the people in there their behavior was intolerable.
Right.
The way that they were as individuals. So sometimes you have to be contained and diplomatic when you're working within a corporate environment. So instead of me just losing my rag, so to speak, I just thought I'd write something about it. Of course, I had to put them in their place. That's not an issue, but you deal with it diplomatically. But if I really wanted to tell them what I really wanted to tell them, then I probably wouldn't have been working there. So I thought I'd let me write the song. So it's like when from me idea, mama said to me, watch out for them people that make the take the liberty. All of that is what I was taught from when I was younger. So remember when I said about having tools
Yes.
to navigate your way through this world of corruption and plagiarism and things like that, is your parents would teach you these tools. And my parents were always ones that they used to teach their children all the time and say, if something was to ever happen to us, your journey will still go on. So that's why they used to teach us these things from way young, from when you're to wash the clothes, from when you're to cook, from you're to look after yourself, when you're to look after your siblings, you know? So we were taught these things from young. So we had the tools like in infancy.
Yes, that's powerful.
So when you go to work, is that you know that, okay, I know what's right from wrong. You shouldn't be acting like that towards me. I know why you're doing it. Yes? Mm-hmm. And it's got nothing to do with academics. People are scared of academics, yes. Or you're going to challenge them for a certain position, is that they do it because of skin color. And I know that for a fact because I witnessed this in big corporate companies.
Right.
Because they would never team two black people together in certain things because they know your power and then what you'll be doing. So they do divide and conquer, which they've been doing for years. And this is why I say these things to also the audiences out there. Academically, you can be smart as anything. You get put inside the lines then by yourself. You can be picked off, right? But you're not supposed to be a wallflower when you go into these people's company. Instead of you just taking everything that they dish out to you. So that's why I give you a song called Put that song on to inspire you when you don't play with me. Yeah, that's where Rampant come from.
I can see we can have a part 2 for sure, because there's so much there, because you rap about so many different areas. Yes. Also, Ramp With can resonate with people, different environments as well. Some people are out here navigating the industry and just out there in the big wide world. There are people that want to kind of pick on people and different things like that, and they think people are soft and all of that stuff. So,
don't play with us. We have it. Yes, we have it within us to deal with you different. We deal with you academically, with the smarts, because we have that about us. But we can also I'm not talking physically now. I'm talking verbally, because the way that I would tell you something in my Caribbean tongue is different than what I would tell you in my English tongue. And I know which one's more brutal, and one you couldn't use that inside the work environment, although it sent tremors through you. Is that we choose not to.
Right, I'm with you. And for me, I was saying that the whole Ramp With, because it's powerful. Your music is powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I was playing your music, and There's a particular song. I really love this song. Now, there are loads of questions. We're not going to get through the questions. And we're going to conclude the segment with that amazing tune, Suspicion. I want to hear a little bit about that as well, the background to Suspicion. But It's Only You. That's a romantic tune for sure.
Oh,
It's Only You.
yes.
Tell me a bit about
Do
that
you get goosebumps when you listen to that song?
You know, that one actually really had me emotional, and I wouldn't say I kind of block my emotions sometimes for various reasons and loss and all of that.
Protection.
But that song, it made me feel, it impact me. So you continue. It's honestly impact me seriously, that song.
Oh, that's lovely,
Yeah,
and that's why we
powerful.
wrote it. That's why that's so nice to hear. It's Only You is about finding a person and giving them the reassurance that it's only you.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no matter. I've been paired with you like a device. Is that my MAC address and your MAC address is linked, and we're linked. So there's nothing above you, there's nothing below you. It's a gauge. We're on this bond together. So there's things like in there where we'll chase the sunset in our twilight years, meaning that no matter where the sun is, we want a holiday, then we can jump on a plane, and with the warmth of the sun will reunite us and everything else and keep us together. So no matter if you want to go on a holiday during the summer or whether it's the winter, no matter where the sun is in the world, we'll chase the sun together in our twilight years. So I mean, we'll always have the warmth.
Wow. Because we're here on UK Black Men Talk Show about bringing people together and about people growing together. And that song, for me, the way you sang it, the depth in your voice,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
and the
Thank you.
background, it moved me. And also, it's a song for me that I know people who are no longer here, some loved ones of mine, I know they would love that tune as well.
That's made my day.
They would love that tune. I just would normally have said, "Oh, let my dad hear this one." I would normally have said that. So that's why it nearly had me in tears, that song, to be honest with you. Just going to keep it real.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that's the truth. I was just like, wow. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's Only You is one of those songs that it should be pushed out there like that. It's only a matter of time where you've just found that song where you've probably not heard it before we spoke. It's been out there as a single. It's also on the Tapestry album. So remember when I said that Tapestry is about love, loss, and life lessons?
Yes.
Is on the album. So it's that blend. So I can show my emotional side, my sensual side of writing to the opposite sex or an individual or a loved one, just to say like it is only you that I'm thinking of at this moment in time, you know?
We felt it, and messages are coming through. People want to hear it, absolutely. They want to hear it, and then we're going to have a checkout, and then we're going to say bye to you till next time, and then conclude with Suspicion. So let's hear It's Only You. Beautiful tune by the amazing, the Duke Sparkie Melody. Supreme Radio.
Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio. Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio.
Call me a fool, 'cause I stayed away so long. Call me a fool, I didn't turn around to see how far we drifted apart. It's only you. It's only you. And every day I pray that you'll pass my way and we'll make small conversation. It's only you. It's only you. It's only you. It's only you. It's only you.
Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio, Supreme Radio.
The song indeed. It's Only You by the amazing, the Duke Sparkie Melody. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Love that.
Wow.
Love that. There's one when we were composing the album, putting that together, and I just want to say thank you to Peter Huntingale, who also helped me with the actual vocal arrangement and the backing vocals on that song as well. But when you want something done at that level, you go to the heads of the music industry, and Mr. Vibes, so Peter Huntingale, graced me with his presence on the warm harmonies to deliver that beautiful message on its own to you. So I thank him for that.
Yes, powerful. I'm speechless really, because like I say, the song resonates with me and there is so many questions. We invite you for a part 2 to continue the musical segment. Messages are coming, they're enjoying the interview. Yes, Sparkie.
Oh, fabulous. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll look forward to a part 2 because we can go in more depth on what this is. And thank you very much for the opportunity as well that you give me on Supreme Radio. So it's been enjoyable. Thank you.
Yes, a great energy, and there's a momentum that builds around you, and I can see it on the social media as well. I'm going to ask you for a checkout number right now before we play Suspicion. Yes.
Okay, right. So my checkout number, I've gone up 1 point. So I'm now on an 8 because it's been enjoyable. We can't just take these numbers up like as rapid as they are, because if it's like 1:45 now in the afternoon and I started on a 7, then yeah, I'm at 8. So I'm thankful of this conversation because it's been really enjoyable for me to talk about my works and enjoyable to speak to you, Empress Annz, and the questions that you put forth to me has been challenging on this day. So I've enjoyed myself.
So let the people know where they can find you out there in the big, wide world.
Sparkie Melody, so that's Sparkie and Melody MELODY, and sometimes with a 1, so Sparkie Melody 1. So you can find me on Facebook and also Instagram, which are the handles on that. And also if you type in Lucky 13 Records, www Lucky 13 Records, and you can see all the record company stuff with all of those informations on there as well.
Really enjoyed the interview. I'm going to play your amazing song Suspicion. A few words about Suspicion. A few words for the listeners.
So Suspicion, so Suspicion was originally done by Elvis Presley in 1962.
Wow.
It was written by Pumas and another gentleman in 1962 and given to Elvis Presley. Then it was also given to another person 2 years later that done a song that sounded very much like Elvis as well. And the song came up where it was popular in the reggae industry because my favorite singer, Sir Delroy Wilson, took on the mantle of this huge song and then delivered it in a way that everybody knows that Suspicion has come from Sir Delroy Wilson. There's been many, many covers of this song over the years. And I asked the Blackstones, the vocal harmony group, the great Blackstones, celebrating 50 years last year within the music industry. And they helped me with vocal arrangements and my backing things. And that's why my music sounds as rich as it is, because I've got access to some of the greats within the music business that can lend me their time for me to create this tapestry of music. So when I call them, they say, of course, and that's partly to do with my father and the work that he's put in there as well. Yes. So they've never said no. Time permitting, they grace me with their presence. So the Blackstones have been a big inspiration on helping me create these harmonies and these vocals. And also like AJ Franklin's on there as well.
Sparkie Melody,
Banda's on there.
There is so much, and they won't forgive me if I don't play your song before we conclude. Yes. It's been a pleasure to interview you today. This is Suspicion, everyone.
Supreme Radio.
Why torture me, baby? Why torture me? Every time you kiss me, I'm still not certain that you love me. Every time you hold me, I'm still not certain that you care. Though you keep on saying you really, really, really love me, the same thing to someone else when